What I want to share next is right click, object mode, click outside. This guy right here, right, it's about time I show the UV pattern, right? So click on this little cue ball looking thing. This will pop up. It looks pretty gnarly, whole bunch of crazy stuff. And what I want to do, let me just move this out of the way. So from here, in here, hyper shade. Gotta be careful. It wants to latch on to things. See, whenever it does this, be careful because it's gonna try to dock it, which is annoying. Right? I'm gonna press Tab key, and then I'm gonna type in AI standard. I want the AI standard surface. So it made that. The way you navigate in here is the same way, just like in 3D. Alt and pan to pan around, move. I'm gonna name this UV pattern SHDR for shader, UV pattern shader. With this selected like this, UV pattern shader, I'm gonna just middle mouse click on it. I have middle mouse clicked and I am holding down the middle mouse. I'm not letting go. I'm gonna drag it. See over here, now it shows a plus sign. Now I'm gonna let go. So it means I slap this shader ball onto this mesh. It's really white and bright. I'm gonna close all of that. Just the base color. Drop the color down a bit. It's too bright. Under the color, right, the checker box, I'm gonna click on the checker box. What that does, if I click it, it brings this up. File. Click on File. This is what you call nodes, N-O-D-E-S, nodes. And so this is the shader ball. It has all these little special little attributes about it that you can plug into it and make it more shiny, less shiny. You could make it reflective, less reflective, with color maps, blah blah blah, textures, bumpiness, blah blah blah. This is the container box that's designed to contain any kind of, like, say, a texture or whatever. And this out color is connected to the base color slot of the shader. See this guy right there? If I click it, see that? This, if I click that, is actually this. File 1, File 1. This little container that's supposed to house a texture, I'm gonna pump something in here. So this right here, property editor, this is the same thing as the attribute editor. See, file 1, they're the same thing. You know what? Let's just name it. I'm gonna name it UV pattern. See, UV pattern, and then update it over here. UV pattern, same thing. Under the folder for this container folder, it takes us directly to the source images folder. I want the pattern. Open. Bam. Here, nothing's showing. If you press 6, now it's showing. See? Ta-da! Now this one, this little node place 2D texture, it allows you to repeat a texture over and over again. Click it. Brings you here. Place 2D texture. Repeat U and V. You want to just go in here and it's like U and V. Just type in like 2. Type in 2. And it just repeats it twice over. See? There. Put that out. Okay. And here, if I have this turned on, don't worry about this. This is garbage. Just this. You know what? Close. I'm gonna leave that here for now. Come back to it after. I'm gonna just do Control S to save it. Next thing we need to do is make the inner shell, because it's only one-sided. Right, so I need to make the inner shell. The way we do that is I'm going to turn off any symmetry for now. Right click and hold, choose face, click outside, press 1. I'm going to select all of it. Shift right click and hold, extrude face. So this is gonna pop up. It's right now it's black, but it's fine for now. And then what I did was, here we are, right? Here's your little floating menu. Okay, thickness. I hold on Control, and I'm gonna left mouse drag it in, like so. Something like that, like -1.13. You wanna go negative. If you go outward, it's gonna blow up the model. Just trust me on it. Once I do that, I'm gonna just press W. Just press W. Gets out of the tool. I need to see if the inside is not compromised. So there's a new hotkey I need to share, which is super important. It's Control 1. I repeat, you press and hold Control, click on 1. This is the inside. Now I'm looking to see if anything got messed up, because it does happen occasionally for if I turn the wrong dial. Good, we're clean. Control 1 to get out of isolate select. Control 1. Click outside. Good, everything's safe. Right click, object mode, let go, click outside. Good. Let's save it. Control Shift S. So I named it both outside and inside shells are good. Enter. Good. What I need to share now is the reason why the outside is completely dark. So with 3D models, there's an outside and there's an inside. Just like wearing a t-shirt, there's a outside, and then, you know, if you reverse it inside out, you know, that's not the way it should be, right? Just like that with 3D meshes. You select it, and the way you can see things like that is to go to FN, which is your face normal visibility. Again, if you don't remember this, it's under display, display polygons, face normals. Now you'll see this. It looks, you know, technically this is how it should look like, pointing out. This isn't correct, because what you're seeing is the inside shell and the outside shell just crashing through one another. Go to normals, size, and S, which is again display polygons, set to say 0.1. If I go in, you notice that you don't see anything, right? See, nothing on the outside, nothing on the inside. Where the hell did they all go? If I zoom in between, there we are. See, they're literally inside out, both shells. If I look in here, see, yeah. You grab the thing, you want to click on this reverse the normals of the selected faces. That again is under mesh display, reverse. Boom. Now we're right side out. And you can see, since we made the normal size and S smaller, you can see that now we can verify everything. If I look inside, see? It's good. Inside of the shell, the faces pointing in. Outside of the shell, faces pointing out, including the neck. See? So this is golden. Alright, that's good, good. Check, check, check. I don't need this anymore. I'm going to turn off face normal. It's a toggle visibility. But it won't let me because I need to select it. Face normal, boom. Good. So that's good. Press Control S. Alright. And this is pretty much almost done. Literally. Grab this. Let's go to the UV editor. Let's see if it did anything messed up. Clean. Nice. UV toolkit. Now one of the things I need to show is this. So this means that the skin is inside out. Just like the mesh can be inside out, the skin can also be inside out. I'm going to click on UV shell. See? What's happening is that previously we only had one set of shells for outside. But since we modeled the inside as well, they're stacked. But you know, we save the time and effort because we don't have to UV map the inside. So just chuck it over, grab this, UV shell, pressing W for move tool, grab this, just clicked on top of it. This is down here. This is the inside. Well, maybe not. This, there, inside. This, there we go. Let's grab this and this. This, there we go. Now if you could imagine if we had done the UV mapping after everything and having to worry about these additional little lines, like I said, that's where it gets really a headache. But everything's laid out already, so we saved a lot of stress. Now these have to be reversed to show some more, a little bit more tools. Transform. Select it. This has to be blue. So let's say flip. U, I believe, is going across. V, I think it goes up and down. Anyway, you select the thing, you just go flip. Blue, good. Grab this. Flip, good. Grab this. Flip, good. Grab that. Flip, good. That. Flip. That. Flip. Again, it's under transform. Down here. This. Yeah. See this one? I'm on UV shell. Click it once. In here, chuck it over. Good. This is the inside. This, the blue. That's the outside. Blue. Grab this. Let's flip it. Boom. All blue. Good. This whole thing here, I'm gonna uncheck that. I'm gonna click on that. Just see through. That is this. So this big old chunk is grabbing the sidewall as well as the whole thing over here. So in order to show exactly what we need to do, right? I'm in face mode. Okay, right click, face. I'm gonna just grab that. Press Q. I don't want to move things accidentally. I'm gonna go say over here, hold shift, double click. It'll grab all of that. Then I'm gonna go here, hold shift and double click again. That way quickly can grab it. See? This is what it did. This line. You'll see what happens. I'm gonna go create planar option box. Y for up and down. Keep image width height ratio. Bounding box. Blah 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 blah. Project. See? Now, get out of my way. There it is. It's right here. See? Hide that. Hides the texture. It's too big. Press. Damn it. Why is it doing that? Right click. UV shell. Select the shell. Press R. Make it smaller. And I'm gonna grab this shell. That's the inner shell. Right. If I do Control 1, that's the inner shell. Oh wait, Control 1 to get out of that. Make this live, Control 1 to get out of it. I want to place a cylindrical mapping. And here, create cylindrical. Bam. What you notice is this crazy looking doodad contraption. All of that. Right? I'm just going to leave it alone. It's over here. I want to chuck it over. Dump it over there. This, again, it's all red because I'm still in UV shell mode, meaning I can grab the whole entire chunk of a shell. I'm going to do create cylindrical. Boom. It's going to be massive. It's fine. Press R. Select it again. Press R. And then pump it down. Grab that. Pump it down. And then from here, if I press 6 key, as you can see, front, and then let's save it. Let me delete the history. Selected, delete history. Let's name it Control Shift S. UV mapped. UV mapped. Good. I'll hide that. So previously I talked about supporting edge loops, right? This here, press 5. If I press 3, see what it does? Let's take a look here. See? If I press 3, it's one of the smoothing algorithm, the smoothing preview, boom, it smooshes it in. The reason why it smooshes it in is because of the fact that we don't have enough supporting edge loops to stiffen it up. Down here, the reason why it maintains it, see this, is that this little like I said, train tracks. See those train tracks? See, it was scooted up. It pulls. See, it was doing its pulling. Anyhow, those train tracks, it helps to make it stiffen up any edges. How it's wrapping around. See, that's topology. And how I mentioned they're like train tracks. Right, that bright color is really messing with me. I'm gonna go to my hypershade, the cue ball. Really irks me. Click on this. Yeah, the weight. Yeah. Just too bright. Good. Weight, you drop it down, make it weaker. It's too bright, so it's blasting into my eyeballs. Alright, so I'm going to show about stiffening up the edges, supporting edge loops, support the topology, blah 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 blah, whatever. So face mode, right click and hold, go to face mode. I'm going to select this face. I'm going to shift select, holding down shift. Say around here, double click. And then so over here, hold shift, double click, and then hold shift and just click. So I'm gonna add the edge loops, supporting edge loops. One way I can do that is I have those faces selected, shift right click. I can do bevel face. Right, this is not what I want. Remember chamfer, if I turn it off, look what's going to happen. Chamfer on, I'll turn it off. Boom. See? Look what it did. It added this, it added that, it added this, and also added that. Just with the chamfer face. Now if I press 3, see? So again, like I said, this is the, the train tracks, literally train tracks. And this train track. Oopsie. Now if I press 1, see? That's what I mean by, when you press 3 for the smoothing algorithm, this is what it does. See how it stretches and smooshes? But since you put the train tracks on there, right, supporting edge loops, it holds that smoothing effect where it makes it controllable. Just like this. Double click. Press 3. See? Hold shift, select it. Hold shift, double click. Hold shift, double click. Hold shift, double click. If I press 3, bam. See? This is super duper important. Let me first save this though. Control Shift S. Name it as UV'd neck. So I named it UV'd and neck supporting edge loops, blah 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 blah, save. Right, so I saved it, so I suggest you save it too. If I go back to the UV editor, press F to frame it, everything's been laid in, see? That one, see those? It already embedded it for you. And you don't have to lay out the UVs or clean up the UVs. Even here, see? Uh-oh. This has to be cleaned up. UV shell, select the shell, transform, flip, there. The only other thing is to to organize everything nicely, I'm gonna turn this off. The whole point with the UV mapping is that the textures, the squares, they need to be more or less evenly spaced. Not evenly spaced, but the size, the proportions of the patterns. See, this is this size. These are remarkably, noticeably smaller, like half or 1/3. So I'm gonna just use the main front shells as a baseline and have everything match to that. So what happens here, right click and hold UV shell. I'm gonna grab that shell. So where the hell is that? Press F. Okay, Control 1. That's the inside. Let me see, Control 1 to get out.